Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship Game on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. I got you, pump.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Desmond King making the tackle. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Leonard Floyd's athleticism can be scary good, and one advantage he has now in the NFL is that he's finally at one position and one position only. When he's at the University of Georgia, he played inside linebacker, played outside linebacker, he played defensive end, almost depended on down and distance. Now strictly an outside linebacker with one key responsibility: go get the quarterback.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the target there. But no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry.
They fake the give. Newton. He'll bison, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, dude. Get off the field.
On 2nd down and 4. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Keep playing hard all day.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Newton. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Look at it. Watching you five. Not here. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Look at it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Prescott off play action. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
On the counter, Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Cue these tracks. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, yeah.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. This is Miller, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Their first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Fighting him off. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Now Newton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Prescott on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it's going to be second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still second down.
There you go. All right, Mike, 44. I don't think you got it, sir. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Newton on first down. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8 on second down now. It's Jacobs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, it's Newton. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Ready? 88. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, checkpoint. Ready?
Here's Jacobs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ready?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Mike 54.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
One more time with Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, watch the slant.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 35-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Running is Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Newton. That's caught by Howard. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Newton now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a two-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 34 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott, rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Double dog, that's the way.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
And play here for a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check 55, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st down, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be taken in at the 1. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.